What's happening, everyone? Avi Weisfogel coming to you guys here with a message for the world of sleep apnea. Don't know how much you guys are doing. I don't know what's going on in your world, but I can tell you the world that I work in, the International Academy of Sleep world, where we have members every day whose sole goal it is to make a difference in the world of sleep. And by make a difference, we're not talking about scrounging for oral appliance scraps. There's something wrong with this model here, guys. Most dentists are out there saying, send me your cases. Send me your cases. No offense, guys, and no offense is meant by anything I ever say, but it is kind of a selfish model and doesn't necessarily making the difference that we envision. You're basically saying, hey, send me the patients you've cultivated, send me the patients you've worked for, send me the patients that you've got references for, that you got referrals for, that should just be treated with an oral appliance. I'm challenging everyone to do something different. I'm challenging you to create your own patients by doing something different. We teach you how to create your own patients at all of our preview courses. You can come to any single one of them, but create your own patients. The neat thing about the patients that our members treat is these patients never would have been diagnosed if we didn't come into the picture. So when we talk about making a difference, this is the type of thing we're talking about. We're talking about going out and creating your own patients who probably would not have been diagnosed, meaning their doctor wouldn't have diagnosed them, they wouldn't have referred them to the sleep doc, and then they wouldn't have made it to you. Now, what do I mean by this? For the most part, doctors, physicians, are ignoring sleep apnea. There's no real screening mechanism in place. The screening mechanism they have in place essentially consists of, hey, if somebody complains about sleep, I'll send them to the sleep doctor. Or if it's the big fat guy falling asleep in the waiting room, I'll send him to do it. And in reality, this isn't part of the way oral appliances play a picture, because the big heavy guys should be on CPAP. And guys, there's nothing wrong with CPAP. Not just create patients for yourself. Create a difference. Create something where you leave behind a legacy, where you personally are responsible for thousands of patients a year getting diagnosed and treated. It's not a personal thing where this is about oral appliances and wealth and making a difference. This is about making a real difference, leaving behind that legacy that when we all look back and say, whoa, we left a legacy behind. We were responsible for touching thousands of lives, thousands of people treated every single year because we decided to make a difference in our world. We decided to go out and make a change. These are the types of changes that we talk about in International Academy of Sleep. These are the types of changes that we talk about when we're looking to make a difference in this world. The type where you go out, you grab the bull by the horns. You're the one who goes out and makes the programs happen. You help the doctors run these programs. We teach you how to do these step by step. Guys, there are so many legalities here, it's disgusting. It make it really hard on you. So this isn't something that we're saying is easy. This is something that's a challenge. This is something where we're challenging you to step up, step out of your box, do something different, and create patients. 90% of the patients are still undiagnosed, guys. We're working hard at it. Our goal with IAOS, we want to be responsible to get rid of at least 10% of the undiagnosed. Let's say 4 million patients. That's leaving behind a legacy. Be part of that group, guys. Be part of that legacy. Be part of the group that says, no, we're not cool just treating oral appliances. We're not cool just waiting for people to send us patients. And we're not cool with the fact that we know around us patients are just going to be ignored. Let's stand up and make a difference. We're starting by spreading the word. Spreading the word as best as we can. You, dentists, have the ability to be the person, be the one in your area that is responsible for the diagnosis and treatment of. Doesn't mean that they're all going to get oral appliances. Plenty will get CPAP, probably more than oral appliances. But that being said, look back at the end of the year, and if you're responsible for the diagnosis of and treatment of thousands of patients, That's pretty cool. Now, we want to teach you how to do this legally because you, as a dentist, cannot diagnose. If a patient comes into you and says, I want an oral appliance, and you make it for him without going through the proper channels, which are excruciating, you could get audited and lose. B, worse, if you do that with Medicare, you could go to jail. You got to learn how to do this right. We teach our preview courses every single month somewhere. Come find us. Go to the IAOsleep.org page. Check it out. And come see one of our courses where you will learn how you can be that guy. I tell the same type of example over and over. If you work with one solo internist who sees 20 patients a day, 30% of his patients are in need of a sleep test. That's 6 patients a day. That's one little solo guy. 6 patients a day. 120 patients a month just from one guy. You could be responsible for that. And by the way, not a bad living either. So come learn how to do this, guys. It is the coolest thing that's happened to most of our members. We find it happening over and over again. People transitioning their way out of general dentistry. People doing it in addition to their general practice. People who just want to make a difference. If you're one of those people, come see us and learn how to do something different, guys. It's really fun. Adios.